Hi guys, and welcome to my game board tutorial. So today we're going to be designing a Drink Up Grinches game board. Okay, so what you're going to see me now is go into elements, and I'm going to get all my elements to make my design. Okay, so what I want is, first I want to put my background in. So I'm going to go to Christmas background red, and I'm going to select whatever background that I would like. Okay, now I'm going to go to the three dots. I'm going to go down where it says set image as background, and I'm going to click that. All right. So before I start placing any more elements here, I want to put my little game squares, the questions, the boxes where the questions go. Okay. So I'm going to click where it says square, shapes, see all, and I'm just going to get a box. I'm going to change it white so that we can see it, and I'm going to put a stroke around it. Okay. So I'm going to start here, make it a little smaller, and now I'm just going to copy. All right. I'm going to click them all, make a little smaller, and move over. All right. And now you're just going to see me make more of the question boards or boxes. And there's no set amount. You can make as many as you like. You can have less. You can do whatever pattern you like. Okay, there's no right or wrong way to do it. All right. So now I'm going to go to position. I'm going to go to layers because I want to grab all the boxes. Okay, and I just want to move them over and up some. All right. And I'm going to hit group. So now that I can move them anywhere on the board without having to worry about them losing their place or not moving together. All right. So now it's time for decorating. So elements, I'm going to type in snowflake. Okay. I already did that, so I'm going to grab the one that I have. It's black, so I'm going to change the color to white. All right. I'm going to go to edit, and I want to go to effects where it says shadows. I'm going to click on glow. I'm going to change the glow to white. All right. And I'm just going to make the size of it a little large. Okay. And all that did was give this snowflake a glow effect. All right. And I'm going to copy it and just place it in random spots on my board. Okay, back to elements. You'll type in Christmas ornament. All right, as you can see, I already have these things in here. And I like to get the ornaments that's in photos because it's more realistic. All right, so there you will grab the ornaments that you would like. Okay, so I want this to be silver. Up here you see it has color, so I can change that. And I'm just going to click on any color gray that I like. Okay. So I made one white, so it's a little lighter, and one darker, so that it's like the shadow. All right. And you can place that anywhere you want. All right. So I thought I had the white Christmas bulb. So I'm going to have to go back to that or ornament. And I want to add a white Christmas ornament, okay? So I'm looking for one that's standing on its own. I don't quite see one. So let's see. Let's see if we can do this. Where did that one go that I saw? All right, so we're going to take this and we're going to remove the background. Now, you know, as a Canva Pro user, you can remove the background. If you are not a Canva Pro user, you cannot do that. You will have to utilize, images that are free and that don't have the background attached to it. All right. So I'm just going to move that to the back, and I want to move that anywhere on the board. Okay. All right. So now I want to add a snow effect. And everything that I am getting is coming from elements. So everything that you're looking for, you're just going to go to elements and find it. So I'm just going to type in snow. Right. And I'm looking more for a snow overlay. And I'm just looking for one that I like. Yeah, that's just too many snowflakes for me. So I'm going to go with this one that has like the little dot snowflake effect. All right. And I'm going to go to position and move it to the back. Okay. So now, where it says drink up Grinches, I got this text from techstudio.com. I know that techstudio.com is inside of Canva, but unfortunately, it does not have that particular font in there. So you will have to go to their website. Okay. And it is called The Grinch. All right. Let me just go back. I just want to double check something. So it says it's for personal use. So I'm assuming that that is a free one. I do subscribe to this website. So you just want to be aware the text that have crowns on it are for subscription use. You will not be able to download that if you don't have a subscription to their site. You know, just like Canva, if you have the subscription, you can use all the fonts and everything that they have. So I'm just going to type in drink up Grinches. Or how did I have it? I just want to make sure I'm typing it. Okay. So drink up and then Grinches below. All right. And we're going to download it. We're going to download it as PNG transparent. Then we're going to go back to text and we're going to type in let's get lit. All right. And again, download PNG transparent. Okay. So I'm just going to go to my downloads up here. I'm going to click on that and I'm going to drag and drop right inside of Canva. All right. No, I don't want to open it. Let's try that again. All right. I don't know why it's not popping up there, but I'm pretty sure it's in my downloads. All right. So now you will just place your stuff where you want it. All right. So I'm going to ungroup these because I want to make a space so that I can fit drink up Grinches. And I'm just going to move it down a little. And as you can see, as I was speaking of earlier, it didn't grab them all. But now that you see that line, it's showing that they are all lined up. Okay. So I'm going to change the board. And that's not to the back because it's highlighting. There we go. All right. All right, so I want drink up Grinches here. And I'm going to put let's get lit up. All right. And guys, the key thing to remember when designing is your design. All right. There's no right or wrong. Why is this not lining up here? For some reason, this box, oh, okay. I didn't have that lined up. All right. Okay. All right. So we're going to put let's get lit there. And we're going to put drink up Grinches there. And I want to move the bulb. All right. So now again, back over to elements, and I want to type in drink. I'm going to go to photos because those drinks are more realistic. I'm just going to grab whatever drink that I like. I'm going to tilt it and place it behind the drink up Grinches. Okay. And I'm going to go back to layers. And I want to grab all my squares again. I'm just looking. Okay. So I want to make sure I group them back because when I'm designing, I move things around a lot. All right. So I want to group them. All right. There we go. Also, I want to ungroup because I want to make sure they're all lined up. So you go to position over here where it says tidy up. Now see how it did that? It moved it. I don't want it to do that. So I'm going to go back because I don't want it to change my format. So I'm going to click on these three here that I want to line up. All right. So it moved those so that it lines up. And I'm going to do the same for here. All right. And this is just making sure everything is spaced properly. All right, so I got to do it like this. All right, so those is already even. All right, there you go. So there you have it. This is pretty much the game board. It's just adding in more elements. Okay, so here where I got the Grinch women, okay, we're going to go back to Google. And I made those in Bing Image Creator, all right, which is an AI creator. All right. And I'm not going to recreate them. I'm just going to go to them so I can show you guys the prompt that I wrote. Yours can be more detailed. It can be less. It can be whatever character, person, image that you're creating. Okay. So only thing I typed was create a green Grinch woman with long green hair. She is wearing a Santa suit with a skirt. She has on a red lipstick and holding, it should say, a Christmas gift. She is smiling in a sinister way with a white background. Okay. Reason why I put a white background is because it's easier to remove when you bring it into Canva. All right. So we're just going to pick whichever one we want to bring in here, remove the background, and there you have it. I want to flip her so that she is this way. And I'm going to move her back so that the gift isn't in front of the box. All right. So now you add in more things, take away things, it's your design. So what I want to do here is this is where you will start writing in your game, what you want people to do or what you want to do. All right. So I'm not going to write in everything. I'm just going to copy and paste some of what I have here just to make the time go by faster. All right. And that took the whole box for some odd reason. Okay, so you can put your start wherever, and I'm having them start by taking a shot. You don't have to do that. You can just simply have start. Okay. And at this part, again, you're just going to see me copying and pasting. Okay. Let's change them all black so that we can see them. And I'm going to delete that because it changed that black, and I don't want that black where it says shout F them kids. I want that to look exactly as is. So I just went back over, copied it, and going to paste it as is. Okay. And for the sake of time, I'm just going to copy and paste, things that I have. I do want to go over here. You want to make sure you get finish, because if there's a start, there has to be a finish to the game. Okay. All right, copy and paste. All right, so those would be your questions. Oh, nope, because we already have that. Let's find some right quick. Which one we want to choose? All right, we'll take this one. Choose who takes a shot. All right. So again, make sure your questions are appropriate for also the game that you're designing, like the age group. If you're designing a game board for kids, of course you want to make sure that the questions being asked are age appropriate. Okay. Also, if you're going to sell these, make sure you put adult game 21 and up. Okay, when advertising, you're not advertising this to kids. So you just want to be mindful of that. All right. So now you can also change the color of the squares, to give it a little razzle dazzle. And I'm just clicking on the squares that I want to change. Change some to red. Oh, that should have been red, but whatever. So let's change that green, red. Or let's keep some red, green, and white. Okay. All right. You can change the outline. You can do whatever you want. All right. So I just want to make her a little bigger. Okay. And pretty much this can be your design. You can add more. You can add less. Okay. So I hope this has helped. Again, you're designing. There's no right or wrong. have fun with it, put fun questions in here. And as you see here, you also, like I did here, you want to make sure you double check, because as I moved her to the back, she's not all the way to the back. She's covering one of the game questions. So I want to go back to position and I want to hit backward or two back to make sure she's not covering up anything. There's nothing in the way. But also, too, I want to just show where it says drink of Grinches, I'm going to go to edit and I'm going to go to adjust because I just want to make it a little lighter, and I'm going to do brightness. Okay. And I see that the brightness is at 44. So I'm going to do the same thing for Let's Get Lit. Okay. And there you have it. That's how you can create a game board. It's not at all hard. It's very simple. So what we're going to do is I'm going to print this out. Then we're going to come back and we're going to assemble. Okay. Bye-bye. Hi guys, I'm back. I thought I would show how to download because I completely forgot some of you may not know how to download, okay? Or not know how to download, but not know what to download it as, all right? So I'm going to go to share. I'm going to go to download. And since I have 2 pages, I'm going to go to page 2 because that's the one that I am working with, all right? You can either download as a JPEG, a PNG, or a PDF print. Now, I know a lot of people do it as PDF print. So if you're going to do that, you want to make sure you click on CMYK, best for professional printing. And that's because most printers print in CMYK. And those are the colors: cyan, magenta, yellow, and K, I'm assuming, is for black. Okay, so you just want to make sure you pick that. I pick that regardless if I'm downloading it as a JPEG or a PNG. I download all my images because I print myself as a PNG image. All right. And then you just click download. All right. I'm not going to click download because I already did it, but I just wanted to show you guys that's what you would do. So on the next video, we're going to come back. We're going to print. Then we're going to assemble. All right, guys. So I just want to show you how you're going to set up your print or your game design for print. All right, so you're going to click on your image, and once it opens, you're going to go over to the printer icon at the top, and it should open. Okay, let me move this down so you can see it. All right, and mine is just saying it's connecting. All right, so you're going to go to whatever printer you're using. So for this, I am using my Epson 15,000, so I'm going to click on that. I want it to be the orientation. I want to be in landscape. All right. Where it says paper tray, it says auto select. You can click paper tray, which is the back, or paper cassette, which is the bottom. I leave mine because it automatically pulls mine from the back. All right. For paper size, we're going to change it to whatever size we are printing. We are printing 11 by 17, so I'm going to click on that. If you are using 8.5 by 14, you will use that. And if you are using a larger printer, you would use that, okay? So just be mindful of that. Also, if you make it at 13 by 19, down here where it says A3 plus, it's not going to say exactly 13 by 19, but this is your 13 by 19. The 12.95 by 9.2, that gives you 13 by 19. All right. So back to where it says 11 by 17. I'm going to click that. I want to change my paper type. I use glossy photo paper. So I would like to use premium photo paper glossy. All right. Whatever paper type you are using, make sure you type or you click the appropriate one to match. You want to print and have the same correct paper selected. All right. Also, for the larger format printers, you also know you can do borderless printing. So I just click more settings. I want to make sure my output quality is on high, and also borderless printing is on. If you don't have a borderless printer, that is perfectly fine. I just want to show you how it looks. Okay, I just turned that off. And it's going to give you this little white border around. You can perfectly print like that and just cut the white border off, It doesn't matter. It's up to you. You can leave the white border. You can cut it off and still assemble. All right. I'm just going to go put my border back on, or borderless on. And I click OK. All right. And I'm just going to send it to print, and it's going to print out. Okay. Bye. So I'm going to show you guys what's needed to attach your printout to. So you're going to go to Amazon. You're going to type in yard signs. Okay. You're going to look for the size of the template that you have created. I get the 10 pack of the 12 by 18. All right. And this is what I used. As you can see, I have purchased it 2 times already. But this is what I use. It's $16.99. It has went up because it used to be $15.99. But this is what I get. I get a 10 pack. I get my spray adhesive. I usually get mine from Walmart. You can get it from Amazon as well. I use a ruler and an X-Acto knife, and I just trim off the white edge. All right. So there you have it. That's how you create your board. Also, you can get your game pieces and dice from Amazon. All right. Bye-bye. All right, guys. So now we have our printout, and we have our corrugated plastic yard sign that we're going to attach it to. And we're going to attach it by using this spray adhesive. We're going to spray the coroplast or corrugated plastic, and then we're going to apply our printout, and then we're going to cut off the extra white space, and then you'll be done creating your game board.